Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered asterisk, is this really who I am meant to be? Asterisk, why do so many men feel lost, even when they have everything society says they should want? What if the real reason you feel stuck isn't your job, your family, or your circumstances, but something much deeper? Today, we're not here for comfort. We're here for truth. Are you ready to face it? Modern life promises freedom, yet so many of us are bound by invisible chains. Chains of expectation, comparison, and regret. Why do we chase validation from others when it leaves us emptier every time? The Quran reminds us, no soul carries the burden of another, 6:164. 15. Are you carrying burdens that were never yours to begin with? What if your life's direction is off because you've forgotten your destination? Islamic scholars like Imam Nawawi and Ghazali teach that true motivation starts with knowing your Creator. 18. When was the last time you asked yourself asterisk, who am I living for? Asterisk, is your purpose defined by fleeting trends or by something eternal? Knowledge is the antidote to confusion. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, said, seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim. But what knowledge are you seeking? Is it just for worldly gain, or to understand your place in Allah's plan? Western thinkers like Maslow speak of self-actualization, but Islam calls us to something higher asterisk self-transcendent star. What are you doing today to grow beyond yesterday's limits? Are you brave enough to confront your own flaws? Imam Ghazali compared self-accountability to a businessman auditing his accounts. 18. When did you last review your own spiritual ledger? Are you honest about your weaknesses, or do you hide behind excuses? What would happen if, just for today, you held yourself to the same standard you expect from others? Why do we measure our worth against someone else's highlight reel? The Torah, the Bible, and the Quran all warn against envy and comparison. Studies in psychology show that constant comparison erodes happiness and breeds resentment. What if the real competition is not with others, but with the man you were yesterday? Humility isn't thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. The Quran calls us to humility before Allah and before others. Are you willing to admit when you're wrong? Can you forgive yourself and others? Or do you let pride hold you back? What would your life look like if you let humility guide your actions? How many dreams have died in the graveyard of overthinking? The Quran urges us, and say, do as you will, for Allah will see your deeds. 9:105. Motivation is nothing without movement. What's one action you can take today, no matter how small, to move closer to your purpose? Will you let fear of failure keep you stuck, or will you let action break the cycle? Failure is not the end, it's the beginning of wisdom. The Prophet, PBUH, said, the strong believer is better and more beloved to Allah than the weak believer. Strive for that which will benefit you, and do not feel helpless. Are you willing to fail forward? What lesson is hidden in your latest setback? Who do you surround yourself with? Are your friends lifting you higher or holding you back? Islam, Christianity, and Judaism all stress the power of community. Research shows that strong social bonds are key to lasting motivation and happiness. Who will hold you accountable when you falter and who will celebrate your victories? Why does waiting feel so hard? The Quran says, indeed, Allah is with the patient. 2:153. Is your waiting passive, or is it active trust in Allah's timing? What if the delay is not a punishment, but a preparation? What are you learning in the waiting that you couldn't learn any other way? Sometimes, clarity comes not with answers, but with acceptance. The Quran promises, He it is who sent down tranquility into the hearts of the believers. 48:4. Are you open to the possibility that your greatest peace comes not from control, but from surrender? What if your breakthrough is just one act of trust away? Every man faces a choice. Stay in the comfort of the known, or step into the unknown for the sake of growth. Which path will you choose? Will you let fear dictate your future? Or will you trust in Allah's promise that with hardship comes ease? 94:6. What legacy will you leave behind? This is your moment. Knowledge, accountability, and action, these are the keys to taking control of your life. The world is waiting for your next move. Will you answer the call? If you're ready to join a brotherhood of men striving for more, subscribe, share your journey, and let's build a legacy together. Your story starts now.